Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
AI is reshaping how campuses operate, teach, and innovate. Its future lies in ethical, inclusive, and strategic adoption. International collaborations, like the recent partnership between UPES and the UK's ULaw to establish a Centre of Excellence in Dehradun, are key to building a future-ready academic ecosystem. By combining global expertise, such partnerships enable joint research, curriculum development, and AI-driven tools that enhance learning and teaching. We spoke with Deputy Vice-Chancellor of ULaw, Professor Peter Crisp, to learn more about the impact of such collaborations and the challenges of AI adoption in academia.
We have been working with UPS now for the last 4 years, and the launch of this Centre of Excellence, I think, cements that relationship and takes it to a different level. In the short term, it will facilitate student and faculty exchange, in particularly empowering study abroad for students both from India and from England, who will have, as a minimum, a semester abroad as a formal part of their degree programme. So it'll be credit bearing, in which students either from India and from England will be able to study in a different jurisdiction, experience different cultural norms, be able to have different approaches to legal education, and therefore enrich themselves personally, but also, I think, very much in terms of their future careers, because both for UPES and the University of Law, our focus is on student success and their employability. At the University of Law, 95% of our postgraduate students are in full-time professional employment 15 months after graduation. And for us at the University of Law, it's about getting the students into the career, into the profession that they want. And I think doing that locally and globally is what this Centre of Excellence and this next stage in this exciting relationship between the two universities will produce. I think from the student perspective, it will empower them to have the careers of their choice and to have an international career which is globally facing. I accept that many students wish to practice in their own jurisdiction, but we all live in a global house of law. It's not just about what's happening locally, it's also what's happening internationally. And if you go particularly into corporate law, you will almost immediately be involved in international transactions. Again, a lot happens domestically, but if you're launching a product, if you're making an acquisition, chances are it's going to have global and international implications. And obviously lawyers have a crucial role in raising finance, whether that's debt finance or equity finance. They have a crucial role to play in international mergers and acquisitions. So I see this as a direct benefit for students. From a faculty perspective, it enables faculty to gain experience of another jurisdiction. One is very similar, obviously, to the UK's, and one that's based in India. Obviously, we have a shared, common legal heritage. But it empowers faculty to have that international cultural exchange. But I think beyond that, it's also about the joint research and scholarship that this Centre of Excellence and the signing of this MOU will empower. So, for example, the topics that we have chosen are the implications of AI on ethics for lawyers, which I think is something that's not really been properly explored. As part of the presentation this morning, I talked about the, I suppose now notorious, Avianca case in New York 18 months ago it was now, in which lawyers from the plaintiff who was suing Avianca, the South American airline, for personal injury, cited 6 cases that they had found on their research on ChatGPT that didn't exist and were fictitious. And I think that poses and throws up some very interesting and challenging ethical issues for lawyers. And for us, our responsibility as educators is how we support, encourage our students to use AI in an ethical way when they are at university, and how then that translates into the ethical use of AI once they are in practice. The University of Law, as is UPES, is explicitly universities for the professions, and both our institutions are focused on empowering our students to enter the profession and the career of their choice. For us, it's all about student success, and the student outcomes for us are about employability. So it's about our career service, it's about our pro bono activities, which give students real-world experience of legal practice. And that collaboration between the two institutions is explicitly focused on the employability of students. And for me, personally, it's about ensuring that our students understand also the responsibilities that they have to the communities in which they work and serve. Lawyers who understand the role of AI and ethics in their practice and in society. So ultimately, it's about upholding the rule of law. It's about ensuring that clients get the service and the results that they want. And it's about the public having confidence in the legal profession and that it can trust the legal profession. So I mean, that sounds quite lofty goals, I suppose, but that really is the focus of legal education, that we produce the lawyers of tomorrow who can use AI ethically and intelligently, with emotional intelligence. Our students are already using AI, and they've been using it now probably for at least 2 years. Both universities have explicit AI policies, and we actually deliberately introduce students to the use of legal technology in the classroom and to the use of AI. Obviously, for AI, the first thing is to ensure the integrity of the awards that we as universities make, and the whole of higher education has that responsibility. So it's about, in the same way that, you know, for many years we have supported students around the use of citation in their legal research. Now with AI, they have to demonstrate how they've used AI, how they triangulated the output from that AI, and how that's informed the work that they have submitted as part of their programs. But that's only one aspect of it. The second aspect is preparing students for a world in which AI, the use of AI is the norm, and in which when they are in legal practice, they will be using legal technology, they will be using AI every single day of their working lives. And it's about preparing students for that future world of work, which is at the centre of what the Centre of Excellence will be doing for us. The work that we produce jointly under the brand of the Centre of Excellence will produce, first of all, programmes that support students into the world of work, but that secondly, it will also influence governments in any regulation that they produce. Because at the moment, it's a bit of a wild west out there in terms of AI. It's unregulated. I think Sir Stephen Hawking famously said, a couple of years ago, that AI will either be the best thing that's ever happened to humanity, or it would be the worst thing. I hope that this Centre of Excellence will ensure that AI, as far as the legal profession is concerned, as far as the rule of law is concerned, about the future of justice in the world, will be the best thing that's happened.
Artificial intelligence can transform education, research, and innovation. Its success depends on ethical use, data privacy, and inclusive access. Through their partnership, ULaw and UPES aim to promote the responsible integration of AI across academic systems.